Move over, Denzel.
Well, hello there, fine people. How are you guys doing today? Well, it's my night. It's y'all tomorrow. I got some work to do on my project, so I won't be able to do anything but have these videos uploading and playing, okay? But I do want to thank you for clicking on the video. Hey, my soon-to-be month-old friends, and hey, newbies. I want to touch on a couple things first. I'm wondering, because that's what I do. I just be wondering about stuff. I just be wondering. You ever just be wondering? I just be wondering. Like, what's the difference between Zionists and the KKK? I be wondering stuff like that. Anyway, so I wanted to touch on 3 topics. So this video isn't going to be long. Well, I'm not going to intend for it to be long, but y'all know how that can go. But I just want to touch on 3 topics. Doja Cat breaking records, a South Carolina judge, the mansion fire, and the $17 million lawsuit that a black lady received. I know y'all probably didn't hear about that, but I'm going to go ahead on and let y'all know what had happened. So I first want to start with, do I want to start with the judge or do I want to start? I'm going to start with the judge because that's kind of old news. So you know what? Let me get this out the way. I wanted to show you. I didn't show it in the last video, but I did want to show it in this one. So just want to touch on, because I am going to throw in different world activities that are going on. So I just wanted to bring light on the Sudanian civil war that's been going on. So here you go.
There is now a record number of displaced people around the world as violence and climate change forcibly remove people from their homelands.
The UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, reports more than 100 million people are forcibly displaced worldwide, fleeing countries like Afghanistan, Myanmar, South Sudan, and Syria.
The tough funding crisis doesn't mean that crises in places like Sudan disappear. And I refuse to believe that behind these challenges, we collectively have lost our ability to reach out and support those in direst need.
Since 2023, more than 4 million people have fled Sudan. The war created the world's largest hunger and displacement crisis.
Nearly half the population are acutely food insecure. Famine has taken hold in parts of Darfur and is spreading. In order to turn the tide, WFP needs access in order to reach people that have been isolated by the conflict, and we also need funding. All these challenges are coming at a time when resources for humanitarian response globally are reducing. We know that it is not possible to stop a famine with food alone. You need healthcare, you need water, you need sanitation. So the whole response needs to be well supported in order to be able to turn this around and stem the tide of famine.
So if you get a chance, go and just look up Sudan and South Sudan and what's going on over there. And, you know, they got the rebels fighting. And I talked about it in a previous video. So just go check it out. You know, it never hurts to learn about what your fellow neighbor is going through. And I mean neighbor in the sense that we all share this earth. So we are all each other's neighbors. Some people are just way down the street. You know what I mean? So speaking of gunshots going off, let's see this video about the South Carolina situation, just in case you haven't heard about it. You see that? That's a fire. So this is a judge. I'm not sure she.
A horrific fire ripped through the remote Edisto Beach home of a South Carolina judge on Saturday, leaving 3 people injured, including her ex-senator husband, who suffered broken
That was rude how he cut me off, right? But I mean, I'm glad that he already had it ready.
bones after being forced to jump from the first floor to escape the blaze. Circuit Court Judge Diana Goodstein had been walking on a beach with her dogs when flames swallowed the home in the lush Jeremy K private gated community around midday. As plumes of black smoke were sent into the air and the fire engulfed the home, her husband, former state senator Arnold Goodstein, was trapped inside. Sources close to Goodstein's family confirmed Arnold was airlifted after breaking multiple bones in his hips, legs, and feet after escaping from the 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home, according to Fitz News. 2 additional occupants were also reportedly rescued by several neighbors and paramedics from a marshy, remote area behind the 3-story home. Their identities have not been released. According to the St. Paul's Fire District, Arnold and 2 other individuals were reached by emergency workers in kayaks before they were hospitalized. Diana Goodstein, a South Carolina native, was elected to her first judgeship in May 1998. The 69-year-old has served continuously ever since, according to her biography. Her husband, Arnold Goodstein, reportedly served in the House and the South Carolina Senate in the 1970s as a Democrat representing Charleston County. He also led Somerville Homes, a large home-building business that ceased operations in 2008 and filed for a $61 million bankruptcy, the outlet said. The state law enforcement division is reportedly investigating the fire at the couple's home, though it is not yet clear what caused the large property to burn to the ground.
$61 million bankruptcy. Boy, they pocket them people money. Boy, they pocket them people money. You hear me? All right. Act like y'all don't know. Okay. Okay. So, Doja Cat. Doja Cat 2025 album V. It broke several records upon its release. So great. Absolutely fabulous. The album marked her return to the pop-infused sound and achieved significant milestones on both iTunes and Spotify. I've listened to the album. It's all right. It's all right. I've listened to it. I love, it's a few songs on it that I'll be jamming. So let's see. What did they say? They said, so she had, for selling in charts records, she is the fastest female album to hit #1 on iTunes. V reached the top spot on U.S. iTunes charts in just 28 minutes, setting a new record for a female artist in 2025. Cardi B had it for the few minutes, literally a couple days. Store opening week sales. The album debuted at #4 on the Billboard the Billboard 200 with 57,000 units sold in its first week, marking Doja Cat's biggest sales week to date. Really? That's her biggest sales week? 57,000? I don't know why I thought she was bigger than that when it came to that. First week vinyl sales. I have to get me a vinyl. I love vinyl. My friend had gave me a vinyl. One of those, the little things. What are they called? Turntables. And so, I have vinyls, but I need to get some more. If you really love me, y'all could start, send me some vinyls and stuff. I got a P.O. box. Just let me know. I'm open to different types of music. I don't want it. Now, listen. I can't say any type of music. I'm not really into like grungy, deep, that type of music. I don't like none of that. I'll perform rival releases. So in this debut week, V finished ahead of albums by Mariah Carey and Young Thug on the Billboard Top 200. So the album had a blockbuster debut on Spotify with 13 million streams on the first day of its release. So that's great. V made Doja Cat the first female rapper in history to write more than one entirely solo album. So her pen game is strong. So she owned it. And she also became the first mainstream black woman in the 21st century to release 2 solo written albums. Wow. Now that's kudos. Like, yeah, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. That's something. Hey, that's talent. She giving you what y'all want, and what y'all want is what she giving y'all. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk about. Let me see how much time I got, cause this is fast. Oh, okay, 10 minutes. Okay, cool. So the last thing that I want to talk about is police brutality. You see that black lady that was in my thumbnail? So California County settled $17 million lawsuit with black woman beaten unconscious by sheriff deputies. Okay. So police officers continue to violently abuse their power and continue to cost cities billions with a B of billions of dollars over the course of years. A Washington Post report stated that between 2012 and 2022, police departments settled nearly 40,000 officer misconduct claims that totaled $3.2 billion. Not only is the brutality criminal, immoral, and often bigoted, but on a more superficial level, it's bad for cities and taxpayers. According to Open Navajo, a black woman was beaten unconscious. Her name is Nakia Porter. Was beaten unconscious by the county sheriff's deputies, Dalton McCampbell and Lisa McDowell. Lisa, what you got to do with this girl? After she and her father pulled over their car to switch seats. The subsequent lawsuit that Porter filed said that without legal justification, she was handcuffed, thrown to the ground, knocked unconscious, and taken to jail. As a result of the August 6, 2020 incident, the city of Navajo agreed to pay $17 million in the settlement. There is three times more than the biggest settlement the city has ever settled. Oh my goodness, I'm just shocked at this. I absolutely shocked. Listen to this video. This is the lady.
You know what? Detain her. Detain her. Put your hands on the back of your head.
Okay, so the dad's in the passenger seat. He pulled out a gun. One of the cops grabbed the lady.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I am not arresting. Arrest. You're being detained.
King 6, start us the 3rd.
Bless me. They are approaching me and putting me on the car with force. So those that are listening, I am not arresting.
Yes, you have 2 different plates on your vehicle.
2 different plates, but you're pressing on me. You're not reading.
You're not listening.
Anything.
You're not listening.
Excuse me. What are you doing? Why are you pulling me away from the car?
You're going in the back of our patrol car.
Excuse me. What are you doing? Bless me.
They tussling on the ground.
Put your hands behind your back now. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
Oh,
Get on your stomach now. You're gonna get tased.
Now this was in 2020, August 7th, 2020.
How did she get it open?
She slipped it. Double lock.
Boy, they all out of breath.
King 6, we still have a male in the front passenger seat. The x-ray is detained.
Oh, did you lose consciousness?
It's fine.
You have an extra detained and a male in the passenger seat.
I can't tell what. I don't know if she's moving or not because the camera isn't facing, but she isn't saying anything. As typical in these types of cases, the settlement doesn't come with any level of accountability and comes with excuses or outright denial of any wrongdoing. So this is what the people say. The people say the parties acknowledge that all claims and causes of action relating to the incident are disputed, including with respect to underlining facts. That's what a spokesman said. The county made the decision to settle after careful evaluation of the risk, cost, and time associated with the litigation. So basically pathetic. These freakless statements, they just, I don't know, man. Not only erode the public trust, but they also insult our intelligence, right? Not a single person on this earth with eyes and ears believed that a city would pay out 8 figures to an individual where they were completely innocent. It's nonsensical, irrational, and insulting. To add further insult to injury, OV reports that back in September, the county approved an $11.2 million measure to avoid the same Department of Sheriff to allow the same Department of Sheriff deputies to patrol the inner city. In 2022, the California Department of Justice launched an investigation into the city of Vero for the egregious number of officer-involved shootings that had occurred. Mysteriously, following that investigation, the city's police department hasn't killed a single person, interestingly, to say the least. Isn't that something? They haven't killed anyone since they had been investigated. Wow. Yeah, isn't that amazing? People are just weird, man. People act like they have nothing else to do with their lives, but just be a bother to other people's lives. Y'all want to hear about Ray J? I was going to say this for, you know what? I think I am. I'm going to put this on another video because I don't want to hold too long. And then I need to get some more content. So, all right. So, I would love to thank you guys for tuning in and, keeping your girl company for these 17 minutes and 8 seconds. And, if no one tells you that they love you, I love you, sweetie. But I do have to go, though, right? Because, I got to go. So, thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Please like, share, subscribe. And I know y'all hear that back there, but I have been doing content. But you won't hear it tomorrow. Well, you'll hear it tomorrow your time, but not my time. You won't hear it after tomorrow. You won't hear it tomorrow, your tomorrow. You won't hear it tomorrow. So, all right. Thank you. And, share, like, and subscribe. Come on, I'll help your girl out.